And good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the April 17th edition of Morning Mindset. I'm your host, Todd. How are you doing today? We got a nice show, midweek show, which is always fun. Last show of the week because we will not be here on Friday for DAX. So we are going to talk about that a little today. I kind of got a list of things that I want to go over so it keeps myself on track. We've got results versus people. We've got okay to not be okay. We've got DAX. We have got last night's show. And we have got to talk about our Patreon. So that's what we got here. So first up, we got the stuff we normally need out of you. I need to know who you are, where you're from, what's in your cup, and what the weather is like in your area. Here, it is like 50 degrees and rainy. We had some storms roll through last night, and as expected, as they started to come through, they broke up, and then they reformed right on their side of us. So not a whole lot of storms happened here. It came through. It looked like it was going to be bad, and everything, we got a little wind for a second, but overall, everything was good. So I love that. No damage anywhere. I'm happy about that. And then I need to know what your daily 5 is. What are 5 things that you are going to accomplish today? So for us, we have DTF, UV, DTF printing that needs to get done. We have invoice and quotes that need to get done. We've got stickers that need to get printed. We've got supplies that need to get ordered, and we've got to work on the website. So those are our 5 things that we are getting done today. I'd love to hear what 5 things you are getting done today. So let's check in with people in the comments there. Darren, good morning to you. 59 and sunny there in Topeka. On duty today. Great show last night. I got a hold of Joe and got my app approved. Spent last night with my head buzzing about it. Love that. I'm going to get through everybody checking in, and then that'll be the first thing we hit on was last night's show. What's up, Chuck? Good morning to you. 69 there in Florida this morning. Sarah, good morning to you. 59 and rainy, expecting high winds today. Yeah, we've got the winds is not fun at all. Chuck saying good morning to Darren. Barb, thanks for checking in. Good morning to you in north central Minnesota. 39 and rain showers. Spice chi, right? Is that right? Am I saying that right? Spice chi tea in the cup, water in the bottle. Barb's 5 things: digitize V-neck design, embroider beach towels, spirit wear graphic layouts, sewing garment repair, test reflective embroidery thread. Ooh, I like the sound of that. And hi, Chuck, Darren, and Sarah from Barb. George, good morning to you, my friend. Jenny's checking in. Good morning from northern Indiana. It's 66 degrees already today. Hey, water in the cup. Yeah, it's been nice. We're dipping back down, but it's still shorts and flip-flops weather, if you ask me. Hi, Jenny and George from Barb. And good morning, FU, Facebook user. Facebook and Streamer don't always play nice when that happens. FU, I can't see who you are. Facebook user is who you become. Good morning, 54 there in Massachusetts. One way to prevent that is if you just head over to our YouTube channel, fatdadlive.com, and you will be able to then get right into our YouTube. You can find all of our links over at fatdadcd.com. And Sarah's got her 5 right here. Finalize employee handbook, process stores, ordering, social media, and invoicing. And another Facebook user, good morning to you, 65 there in North Carolina. Ooh, yes, we got some nice weather down there. So let's talk last night's show. Did everybody that's here tune in to watch last night's show? If not, you can go to fatdadlive.com and watch the replay. We have it posted in multiple places. I have a feeling it is one of those game-changing shows, right? If you missed last night's show, it was all about selling promotional items and selling promotional items for free, really, right? There's no cost to you to do it. They're handling everything, and you're making a commission off of it. So you're able to outsource all of these. And it was something that opened up my eyes that we've known for years. We don't have to do everything, right? You as a business owner have enough on your plate and you want to do more, but what's the thing that you're lacking? Time. You can't do everything by yourself. There's only so much time in the day. You have to make sure that you're delegating to other people, bring people in. You've really got to, create that balance with it. And one way to really pick up sales and not without a lot of work is through outsourcing. And this company, Swag.space, is something that can really, really change your business. I'm going to put their link in there. It is Swag.space. You get on there, you'll fill out the application, you'll get on a call with Joe. I did not put it in there right, so I'm going to put it in here again because I forgot a letter. But they will, you'll apply and you'll get on a call with him and he'll see, if it's a right fit for you. They're only taking like 125 people there with a total of 250 this year. So they don't want to grow too fast, too big, but I mean, they're millions of dollars a company. They've got the research behind it. They've got everything there. It really is a no-brainer. If you go back and watch that show last night, all of your questions will be answered. If they're not, you can get with Joe, and he will be able to answer those for you. But I really feel it can be a game changer for your business. I feel that if you really look at this, you could sell $100,000 in promotional items a year, and you're going to make $30,000. Right? More if you set your commissions more, less if you set them less, but those are the real numbers. And so it's something that, I think you could really do, especially if you're already printing shirts for people, you're already making things for B2B clients, that promo items are a really good upsell to have right there. And Sarah said, great show last night. Lots of awesome info. We have Swag.space, but I still learned so much. So did I, because they're continuously developing it. From when I signed up to now, things are changing. So they're making it easier to integrate with things. They are making a lot of good changes on it, and they're open for ideas. So that's where you can see this is growing, because as we, as more of us use it, we see that there might be a flaw or something we're not sure of. They're able to, help out with that. Rena, good morning to you. Chris 54 and sunny this morning in SoCal. But before you start showing off, we will be 78 today. I'm not sure what we will be, Rena. So I will double check, because I believe it's not 78, but I believe it is close, because right now we're at 57. We're at 57 right now, and we are headed to 64. So yeah, I will take. You're right. You're paying for that, but we'll see you tomorrow or Thursday. We'll see you Friday, right? When are you flying in? Are you flying in Thursday night and staying, and we'll see you Friday? Or are you flying in Friday morning? What day are you flying in, Rena? You should really show up for that. And if we don't know what we're talking about, we'll finish up these and we'll get right into, let me cross this off my list, and we'll get right into DAX, because Rena needs to catch the replay. You should. I think it was super informative on the way that they did it. And Swag.space is where you want to go to learn more info for it. Tim, thanks for checking in. Morning, everyone, from Toledo, Ohio. 61 on the way to 70, but rain in the forecast. It is, Tim, the stuff that came through here was garbage, but I mean, so if we get our stuff today, you get it tomorrow. I think that's pretty much how it works. You did look at flights. Hey, you know what? Now you just got to press that button, order those flights, and come join us. You'll have a great time. I know you will. I know you will. So what we're talking about, we got DAX this weekend. DAX show, the floor opens up Friday. Show starts tomorrow, because vendors will start loading in tomorrow. There's some half-day classes that are going on tomorrow. So that is in Tinley Park, Chicago. There's still time to register. It is $5, I believe, to register, $5 or $10 now to register. But when we're talking trade shows and that, a couple things to go along with it. We have come to an agreement that we're going to do a lunch meet up at 12:30 p.m. at Durbin's, which is across the street and to the right in the plaza over there. That's what we're going to do for lunch on Friday. As the show progresses, they have a dinner on Friday night that is right there on the expo, not on the expo floor, but adjacent. They have another room that's in it. They have the buffet lines. There's that. So that's right when the show closes, so 5-ish or so. And then, go get refreshed, back your room, your hotel, whatever. And then we're going to meet hotel lobby, probably, 8 o'clock-ish, 7, 8 o'clock, just whenever you head down there. And that's always great for networking. So we got our lunch, we got our dinner taken care of. The networking is what's key to this. But I kind of made a list, and this is where I need your guys' help, right? So, when you're looking at trade shows, what do you bring to a trade show? So let's start with that. What do you bring to a trade show? So going through my list, I think you need to bring a water vessel, so a water cup, a tumbler, a water bottle, something, because you want to stay hydrated. You're going to be walking a lot. You want to make sure that you have something easily accessible to drink. With walking a lot, while it is not on my must-have, because I don't wear shoes, make sure you have comfy shoes, or that you are good for walking, because you're going to put in a lot of steps. So you want to make sure that you're comfortable doing that. So we got the water bottle, we got the comfy shoes, a backpack, something to carry the stuff, because each vendor is going to have something that they're going to be able to give you, whether that's flyers, whether that's samples, whether that's catalogs. They're going to have something. I've seen people, just use the little tote that they give out from there. Other people use backpacks. I've seen wagons. So it really just depends on how much stuff you plan on getting, on what you bring with you, but something to carry all that stuff that you're going to get in there. Something else, a notebook and a pen, right? Pencil, writing utensil of some sort. While I will use my phone, and we'll get to that one next, but it's always good to have something so you can take notes, write down questions you may have that you're going to go through it. Going to the next one, make sure you get your phone and it's fully charged. I mean, it seems like an easy mistake, right? But it can very easily happen. My phone, using it on the way up for GPS or whatever, don't have it charged. I don't have it plugged in and charged, and now my phone is halfway dead. Use your phone to take pictures of things. Use your phone, to record items. Use that as much as possible to photograph everything. It's great for content creation too. You can show you're at the show. You can show new products, things that you want to talk about. So use that phone to your advantage. And then make sure that you're bringing your charger and your, a battery backup if you have one. And by a charger, I mean that charger base. Yeah, I have cords in my car that I can plug in, but I still need that other part because there might not be that USB port in the wall. So you need to make sure that you have your charger on it. Now, one of the big things, and I have forgotten it in years past at shows, and it has sucked because it has added on time to us getting into the show, is your badge. You get sent your badges, so you don't have to go through the lines to wait for them to get printed out. So that's something else. Make sure that you have your badge for it. And what am I missing? I think that pretty much covers it. So let me know what is in your must-have things. Like I said, we've got water bottle, backpack, comfy shoes, notebook and pen, phone, charger and battery pack, and then your badge. I'd love to hear if I missed anything. You can let me know what I missed. And Barb says, congrats, Grandpa Tim, on the new family edition. That is correct. Tim is now a grandpa, and that happened yesterday. So congrats to you, Tim. Rena, yes, stay hydrated, which doesn't mean if you're in Vegas with Rena to do shots and drinks all day. I mean, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I know we'll partake in a few adult beverages, throughout that day of Friday, maybe one or two at lunch. And then dinner, it sounds like this year at the DAX shows, they're actually going to provide, a little alcoholic beverages for you. So you want to indulge, you are more than capable of. And then, you have the after hours that we're going to do in the bar, in the lobby, scratch that, in the hotel lounge. So yeah, get there for it. Chuck's only showing a high of 89 there in Florida. Thanks for rubbing it in. Nice, Chuck. Oh, and Rena says a flask. So I don't have one handy. It's up there, but we have the flask caps. Not saying that you should use those, but yeah, the flask caps. I'm not even sure how much they hold, but they will put that in there for you. So I hope to see everybody at DAX. It is this Friday and Saturday. They said we will be up there right about the time the show floor opens. We'll be dropping the kids off at school, and then we'll be headed up there, and then we'll be there most of the day on Saturday. It really comes down to if we're taking classes or not on Saturday. It's still undecided because one of the classes is the 12:30 to 1:50 class with Dane Clement, the perfect design duo, Midjourney and Photoshop. That one is 12:30 to 1:50. And show floor closes at 3. For some reason, I thought it closed at 4. So closing at 3. Show opens 10 a.m. on Friday, and the show floor closes at 5. So, hey, then right after that is when that party starts, when the trade show floor closes. But I'm on the fence about that class or not, if we're going to take it. So that really dictates our day. We'll spend most of the time networking with people. There are people, I've already got meetings lined up for some sublimation things. I've got meetings lined up for some DTF stuff. I've got some meetings lined up for some more content creation with other people. So we're going to see how that all plays out between those 2 days. And I hope to have some more information for you guys next week. But it is going to be a great time, and I cannot wait for it. DAX is one of our favorite shows because it is so close to us. I know Dane is amazing at it, and the Midjourney part of it. My thing is, I don't use Photoshop a whole lot, so I need to know if I need to have an understanding of that beforehand. So I'm just a little on the fence about it. I have Photoshop, I just don't use it. I'm not proficient with it, so I don't know if that'd be the right class for me to take or not. So we will see as we go from there. Okay, so we got that out of the way. We got last night's show out of the way. This morning, I got chatting with somebody, and they said they weren't 100% sure. Like, legit, my day starts at like 5. And so this morning, I've already helped somebody with artwork and resizing and how to make that work for a personal project that they're going through, they're having issues with. I've already had a call with somebody on, we kind of get together, once or twice a week, and, just kind of bounce ideas off of each other. So not necessarily a mastermind, but more of a check-in, feel good, seeing how you're doing type of thing. And they said they just weren't sure how they were doing. They're running some issues, production quality, things not coming in on time, and they really want to try and stay positive. But they some days it's hard. And I'm like, listen, it is okay to be not okay. You're gonna have those days. You're gonna have those times when things are tough. But you need to nut up or shut up, right? It's time to get to work. You can't sit there and just this sucks. What do I do? You can't sit and write out a plan and not take the action on it. You can't listen to a guru and believe everything they say. You need to put in the action. And they started talking about some of the people that they listen to and follow to, and so we kind of went through a list of stuff. And the way that I explain it to them, I'm like, listen, what works for you might not work for me. You can be, and I wrote names down so that way, it shows the spectrum of stuff. You can be a fan of Gary Vee or Grant Cardone or Simon Sinek or Dave Ramsey or Jack Canfield or Tony Robbins. And just because you're a fan of them doesn't mean, one, you have to drink from the fire hose and take everything that they as gospel, right? You don't have to do that. You take bits and pieces from each one of them. Maybe you like how this one is, maybe you like how that one is, but you don't need to be set in your ways of it's this way or no way, because you can start alienating people that way. But if you are going to do that, hey, stand on your hill and fight for it. If this is the person you believe, if you are a diehard Gary Vee fan and you say, everything he says is 100% factual and it will take you to the moon on it, then stand on that. You have to take ownership of it and say, yep, this is my guy. This is what I'm going with everything for. And me, I think there's different parts that each one bring to the table. It's kind of like going to the buffet. Oh, well, maybe I want a little chicken fried rice and I also want a little Mongolian beef. So I'm going to take a little of each and I'm going to make my plate full. So you have to find what works for you. I don't believe that there is any one singular person that can help you get to the next level other than yourself. It really, really comes down to you making that action plan, following through, and doing the work. You have to get off your ass and do the work. You have to show those results. When we were going through these gurus and things, I said, really ask yourself, look at who you're following and ask for the results. If somebody is saying, hey, look at your Facebook feed. How many times do you see somebody pushing, some type of course on Facebook ads or Instagram ads or TikTok or something, copywriting, emails and that, a lot of times they say, hey, show me the results. If you're the one who's preaching this, show me what you can do. And a good person that is putting on training will show you, hey, this is how I did it. They won't say, okay, well, we just developed this and, this is what we have. Now, some will, if they already have an existing base. Like say we had an existing following of 5,000 members in a private group. And as we were going through that, they really wanted more information on one singular item. So we really focused on it. We all went in on it. Here's what we made. We made the training based off what these people wanted. We can show the results based on what our members wanted. This is something we're able to do for it. But when you're looking at some of these trainings, some of these gurus, show me how this works. Show me what you're doing. If you're showing me how that I can write better emails or get my emails opened up more, show me. That's what I want to see. There's a lot of people that talk, but they're all radio, no TV, right? They talk a good game, but they're not showing it. So ask those questions. Be that asshole. Ask them. When the hardest part with it too is you have to be able to accept that constructive criticism, right? What is the definition of crazy? What is it? Doing something 100 times over and over, expecting the results to change? It's something along those lines. So how do you explain that? If what you're doing isn't working, it's time for change. If who you're following isn't working, it's time for change. If what you're doing isn't making you happy, it's time for change. We all want to be happy at this. And I will say that there will be times that you will not always be happy about it, but it's passing phase, right? And you may not be happy, you just might be upset at the situation. And is there something that can help you get over that, past it, through it? And a lot of times it's just reaching out to your fellow people. You find your community, you find your friends, you find your people that are in the same things that you're in, and it's easier to explain. That's part of, our Patreon group. We have like-minded people in there that are all fighting for the same common goal, and that's to, success. They're there to learn from each other, to help each other out. And the biggest thing that I love is the constructive criticism. You know, I found that, I didn't think about it, but we've got, 37 or different websites. I'm exaggerating, but we have a lot. And so it was like, oh, send people here to this one, send people here to that one, and send people to that one. And Brian said, hey, this is something I don't like is with this. You have so many, so I don't know where I need to go for things, which 100% makes sense. But I thought I was in the right doing it. So that way I could always promote this and promote that and promote this and promote that. And it got confusing for people. So that's where, Fat Dad CD comes in. From Fat Dad CD, you can find our retail side, you can find our wholesale side, you can find, where to get quotes from. You can order things straight from there. You can join our Patreon. There's so much that you can do from it. Our affiliate links, everything is one spot. So that's the one that we promote the most. Now, when we're directly promoting, like here's a show, here's the link for it. If I want to directly promote an event, I'll do that. But for general things, that's what we do. Is we use that one, fatdadcd.com, because then everybody can find it. Everybody can go there and do it. And so it was great to hear that feedback. It's great to take that negative criticism, because things aren't always great, and having those other sets of eyes look at what you're doing really helps you out. So get in a community that can help you grow, that can help you succeed, and can most of all be there to support you, which I think leads right into that's our Patreon group. $20 a month, you're able to get in there, learn some things, say some things. We've got calls multiple times throughout the week. In fact, we got a call right after this at 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. We will be there for that. And if you'd like more information for it, I'm going to do a direct link for it. It's right here, patreon.com/fatdadmc. And it's only $20 a month. So get over there and for that. So we results from people. We got okay to not be okay. We've got the Patreon. So we got my 5 things. We got my 5 things that I wanted to talk about in this show. And it really comes down to that actions are what drives everything, right? You can't sit back and hope something's going to happen. You can, but is it really going to happen? Probably not. As much as I hope that things are going to happen, they're probably not, unless some action is taken. So you need to take action to see results. That's the best advice I can give anybody, is just take those actions. Last night during the show, they said that if somebody doesn't make a sale within 30 days, they're probably not going to make a sale. Okay, well, what do we need to do to make that sale? For those of us that are, in the mentorship community, I was thinking maybe we just create a separate one just for that. And as we develop flyers, as we develop ideas, we can use that space to be able to talk about that more. Here's what I'm doing. Here's what I'm working on. Here's a flyer I put together. Here's some different verbiage for things. Do we spotlight a product a week so that way we can do it? What ways can we help each other grow that? That's the thing. It's all about bouncing those ideas off. It's all about, what you can do to make yourself better while still making others better too. It's not always, it's not always about yourself. Sometimes just helping somebody else is what's going to help you. Let's see what we got here. And Raina says, I don't use Photoshop. Me either. And that's where I don't know is, the Mid-Journey side. Yes, that makes sense. I understand it. I would love to get better at it, but using it in conjunction with Photoshop, if I'm not using Photoshop, what do you think? Rena, would you take it? Would you take it, Rena? I trust your opinion on this. And he says Gary Vee will be our speaker at one of our Tinder conferences. And Gary Vee's a great example of somebody who's taken action. He will tell you, how he got started. Here's how much content they produce. Here's how they do it. And he's got a team behind him, but it wasn't always that way. It was him out there doing it, putting in the work, doing the grind. We are allowed in this business to work as many hours as possible, but we're also allowed to take time for ourselves. Yesterday I went and got cleaned up. So, I look presentable for this weekend. I believe tomorrow is toe day. So we're going to go get, my toes did. So, we still take time for ourselves. When we're done at the end of the day, we're done. If I choose to work longer by working on work things, then that's my choice. But if I choose at, when we're 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, when we're done, we're done. We move on from there, and that's it. There's no more to it. I try not to answer, private messages or emails or anything after those hours because I don't want it to get lost or forgotten for the next day. So I set those boundaries, and that's what we need to do is set those boundaries. And Sarah says it's 100% the Patreon group. Love it and find so much collaboration, cooperation, and support in that group. Thank you for that, Sarah. I need to start asking for reviews from people so that way we can promote that more because we're going to set goals and we're going to hit those this year for it. Jeff, thanks for checking in. You're late, but hello, we'll do it. Photopia is a free Photoshop and almost, yeah, I've used Photopia or is it Photopea or Photopia? Which one are we going? P as in the vegetable, the little green ball pea, or is it pia like pia? Which one is it? I'd say photopia, so it's probably wrong. Rena says I've learned so much from Dane and I use Corel. Yes, it'll blow your mind. And I've taken a couple of Dane's classes before. The Midjourney one, I sat in on that one, and we signed up for Marshall Atkinson's his Midjourney newsletter, so we get that. There's a lot of great information, and I follow a good handful of people who are using it on YouTube. So that's where I wonder, I'm like, is it worth it or not? I just don't know. Corel is working on plugins. You know what that means? That means like I'm still using X7 because I've had no need to upgrade Corel. Once I upgrade, guess what I'm doing? Now I'm on a monthly subscription of it, and that hurts my soul. But because I only need it for that. I wish I did still have a standalone version for it, but that's the cost of doing business, right? Everything works. I don't upgrade software until it doesn't do what I need it to do. So that would be a reason I would have to upgrade for it. And Cindy is checking in here this morning. Drinking lifted energy. 5 things: oil embroidery machines, unpack bead order, cut bezels, press onesies, on board with Swag.space. Yeah, love it, love it, love it. I love that everybody is getting on board with Swag.space. Like Swag.space, go there. If you're interested in promo items, watch our video from last night. You will get a lot of great information, I feel, out of it. We're signed up with them. We learned a lot from there. Something else that going through it, you're going to see today, because I think it was posted last night, but there is an upcoming Sparkle Cruise that is at the end of August. Fat Dad is sponsoring part of it, so we will start getting the information out to you. It is a Bahamian. What is that word? It's a cruise in the Bahamas. This is where I need voice from you guys, so I know I know what to say. But it is at the end of August that is happening. I'm going to see if I can do it. We should get some affiliate things with it here shortly. So I am looking for those. And once we have those, we'll get those out to everybody. But as the details go, I'm just kind of not necessarily, I want to make sure that I'm 100% correct with it, because I don't want to say, oh, this is what it is, and it turns out not to be that way, because things can change from what we originally talked about to where things are now, and I want to make sure that we have the right stuff coming up there for it, because I have been I'm not saying that I have been known to do craziness, but I have been known to do some craziness and say things and be like, oh, wait a minute, this wasn't part of it. I feel stupid for it. But the cruise is August 20th through August 30th, I believe. That sounds right. And it's, a fun day at seas with Kelly, the Crystal Ninja herself, and her team. As you get over there for things, it's a Monday through Friday cruise, I do believe. And so I'll get, like I said, as I get more details for it, but we're sponsoring part of it. If you're interested in sponsoring too, you can go to the website and you can check that out. But as we'll get more information today, we will put that out there for people so that way they can see it. If you're something in August, end of August, you're looking at doing. I will not be on the cruise, but Corey will be on the cruise. So if you're interested in that, definitely go check that out. And just as Google translates, says P, not Pia, but who knows? I'm going with P. I don't know. Photo P. I don't know, Jeff. What do we got there? But yeah, that's what we got for today. But this weekend, like I said, no show on Friday. We will have DAX Chicago. So the show and the networking and everything will be in person. If you're able to make it, we would love to see you there. Rena's still checking on flights. So there's still a chance that she could hop on her private jet and get there in no time. So hopefully we will see Rena there. For everyone else, we'll be back Monday with a show recap, our daily 5. What everything else that we got there. If you are going, feel free to message me and let me know, where you want to meet up or things like that. But we do have the lunch meetup that's going to be 12:30 Friday at Durbin's, which is across the street. Then we have the dinner, so we can network there, and then we have the after hours in the lounge. So plenty of opportunity to do it. Make sure to get there, ask your questions, talk to your vendors, do everything you need to do, because it is going to be a fun and exciting show. And with that, we'll get through everything. So we'll be able to roll on out. So you guys have an amazing day. We'll be back here Monday. Until then, peace, love, press on. We will see you guys next time.